My name is Max Schulze. I'm a software engineer by training, one of the two founders of the Sustainable Digital Infrastructure Alliance, a not-for-profit organization acting as a European platform to transform the digital economy into a more sustainable one. I think one thing that's very obvious is that sustainability is now happening, right? I think we saw the European Green Deal. We see every country is doing something about it, and every industry needs to do something. So really specifically on the digital economy, and the digital economy, it's often people talk about data centers, but it's much more than that, right? As you have the energy sector that produces the energy for data centers, you have hardware inside the data centers, you have a lot of software, the IT side, and what we do is we bring everybody together, all these actors, the entire digital sector. We make a plan together on how to decarbonize the sector, and ideally to show that the digital sector and the digital economy can be the first one that has no negative impact on the environment, and that is sustainable, really. It's a good question. It's generally everybody, first and foremost. So we try to be very open and not judgmental. It's everybody who wants to commit to our roadmap towards a sustainable digital economy. That can be a very large utility, for example, ENGIE or EDF. It can also be a data center operator. It can be, we have some cable manufacturers, but we also have startups, using digital infrastructure to conduct their business. And we try to get everybody together, really. But ultimately, as long as you want to make a positive contribution on our roadmap, you're welcome at the Alliance. That's our principle. Yeah, we're very closely aligned actually with the European Union, and also the DG Connect, and also the anti-competitive part of the EU. And we try to educate, so that there's a lot of, I think, misunderstandings and misperceptions at the moment, especially, again, the focus on data centers may be a little bit too much, rather than looking at the entire value chain. And so we see ourselves as an educator for the European Union, and explaining the digital economy, explaining what it means for Europe, explaining the opportunities, and also explaining what are the actions that we need to take to get it to become basically net neutral by 2030. And so, we work very closely with them. We are a little bit, I would say, there's a lot of industry associations that you see that are basically saying, that are basically taking a position of, we don't need to do anything, or we are doing enough, and we are a little bit more proactive, and we think that there is a business opportunity in sustainability for the digital sector, and we try to focus on the positive side, on unlocking that business case. It's a good question. I personally think, and that's why we're also looking at France very closely. I think France is right now taking a leadership role in Europe for sure, maybe even on a global basis, on regulating, so to say, the digital space, and trying to find the balance between, growth and sustainability and inclusion and society, and making sure that the digital world doesn't create negative effects for the French society. So I think if I were a data center operator in France right now, or if I'm in the IT space, I would follow those regulations very closely, and I think they will create a lot of opportunities for French companies, also to bring their technology, to bring what they then learn to the rest of Europe, and show that they can deliver sustainability in IT and in the digital world. I think France is going to make a big difference, I think, at the moment. Yeah, I think for us it's very important to get the entire European community involved in this quest towards sustainability. And I think you are the leading magazine in France on data centers, and the only one that really matters. And we would like to have a dialogue with all these actors. And I think you are a great platform to facilitate that dialogue. I think it's important. So we made the plan. It took us 1.5 years to make a plan for creating a sustainable digital economy. And I think it's really, really important that we all now come together, collaborate, and really we are working very hard to always make sure that there is a business case in sustainability, that this is not just for the sake of doing good, but we also have to do well. And we really have to come together now, collaborate together, bring data to the table, so that we can innovate based on the information, that we create transparency, and that we show that we can create a sustainable digital economy, and that Europe can really be the global leader on showing how it's done. I think that's what we are good at as Europe, to do things the right way. And let's show that.